Hello and welcome back to a new lesson tutorial. This is lesson number 10, and no, this is not the last one. We're going to have another one. Today we're going to focus on how to write a conclusion because it's very important to know how to write a conclusion, and oftentimes students disregard this aspect and they focus a lot on introduction, body paragraphs, and they don't have enough time to write the conclusion, much less to reread or and check their essays. So grab your notepads and let's get started. We're going to start with a little bit of a warm up. And today's question is about meeting your friends. When do you meet your friends? Why do you meet your friends? And how often you meet your friends? And I'm going to give you 1 minute for this one. It's easy. I'm sure you all have answers for this one. So let's get started. Okay. So this was the warm-up question. Now we're going to move to the first part of our lesson, understanding the task. You have a writing task over there, and it's an opinion essay, and you've got quite a few questions for you to answer. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes for you to read the writing task and ask the questions below. All right. So obviously what I also recommend is to go to 4 paragraph structure, introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and then conclusion. You might want to copy these possible options, this structure that you can use. Remember that in the previous lesson, lesson number 9, when we talked about problem and solution, I told you you can either go um, problem and then solution, problem, solution, or you can go with 1 paragraph with problem, 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 and then in the second one, solution, solution, solution. It's up to you. As you can see, both options are possible depending on how strongly the writer agrees or disagrees. And yes, you need to include your personal point of view because it actually asks you to what extent do you agree or disagree. Then we're moving on to language and content, and we're going to focus exactly on how to write a good conclusion. If you're pressed with time and you don't actually have enough time for you to write a conclusion and also um, revise your essay, even one sentence conclusion will do. If you don't write it, then again, you're going to be penalized under task achievement because you haven't answered the question fully. You haven't written all parts of the essay. So you're going to read the model answer on the next slide. And after that, you have to decide which option from activity one has the student used for the main body paragraphs, which structure. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes for this one. I know you were used with 5 minutes or so, but we're going to speed up a little bit because this is lesson number 10. You know the drill. So you also have to learn how to manage your time. Good luck with this one. Okay, and the answer is B, is over here. So the student has decided to go with the second approach, reasons for agreeing and then reasons for disagreeing. We're moving on. The next activity focus on you reading the conclusion in the model answer and then answering the questions below. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes for this one. Okay. These questions are very good for you to write them down, and you can use them whenever you're writing a conclusion. Especially question number 2. Does the paragraph refer back to the question? Yes. However, it is extremely important that the conclusion concludes your essay. So no, you shouldn't list all the points mentioned in the essay, and you shouldn't bring up new ideas that you haven't discussed in your essay. A conclusion is basically the same thing as the introduction, but in different words, and you have to restate your point of view, and that's it. And this is what the student does here. And now we also have some questions about statements, actually, statements about the concluding paragraph, and you have to decide which ones are true. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for this one. Okay, so they don't give specific reasons and examples. This is why I use the body paragraphs. They do refer back to the introductory paragraph. Basically, the conclusion is a paraphrase of the introduction. They shouldn't be longer than either of the main body paragraphs. They should be about the same size um, as the introduction. I strongly recommend you go to around 2, maximum 3 sentences. If you go to 1 sentence and if you make it very long, you can have many clauses, and that's a little bit tricky. And yes, they often use different words to summarize points made in the main body. So the focus here is paraphrasing. All right. Now we're going to look at some words and phrases that you can use to introduce your conclusion. Which ones can be used to introduce the conclusion, and can other words replace the one that the student has used in the model answer? And I'm going to give you again 2 minutes for this one. Okay. And obviously, you can use all of them if you want to signal your conclusion. And I strongly recommend you go with in conclusion. But if you want to spice it up, you can use it in to sum up, to conclude, or in summary. And obviously, yes, you can use any other words except firstly and moreover to replace in conclusion or anything else. Okay, we are done with the language. We're going to deal now with planning your essay. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes for you to plan your essay. And it's very important for you to use the questions in activity 3 that I told you to write down, and also the statements about conclusion in activity 4, where you have to summarize and to paraphrase the words in the introduction, and also to restate the main um, your opinion and the main points in the body paragraphs. And you can use this table if you wanted to make down to write any notes that you want. So 5 minutes for this one. Okay, and now that you've planned your essay, write your essay. So spend about 30 minutes writing your essay. Don't forget to introduce the topic in your own words. So there's a lot of paraphrasing and synonyms. As usual, start every paragraph with a topic sentence. Don't forget to support everything you say with explanations and examples. And most importantly, don't forget to write a conclusion. It's extremely important. Otherwise, no matter how good your essay is going to be, you're not going to get the full marks for task achievement because you have gotten to write a conclusion. And after this, save around 3 to 4 minutes to check your work to see whether you have used your own words as much as possible, and if you have included reasons and supported them with examples and explanations. If the conclusion that you have written refers back to the introductory paragraph and summarizes your main point, and if your opinion is included, if you're dealing with an opinion essay. And that would be all. I know it was a little bit lengthy, but it's well under 25 minutes. So just think about it. If you have 1 hour a day, you can use it, and you can use this 60 minutes to invest in your future and prepare for your exam. Thank you very, very, very much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you could give me your input about this lesson or any other lesson. And if you have any suggestions, please feel free to share them in your comments. Until next time, so don't leave because there's going to be another one, and that will another tutorial, and that will conclude our series. Um, Take care of yourself and keep learning, keep exploring. Bye bye. See you next time.